It's day 28 of our Alaskan cruising journey, and we are at sea but headed to Victoria. We're actually right here, if you see, going along Vancouver Island right now, and the water, let me show you right here, is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's just such a beautiful day today. It's so calm. It's about 66 degrees out, windy a little bit, but we were told that we could see whales, humpback whales, porpoises, what else did she say, sea lions, and great white sharks. That would be so cool to see a great white shark out here. I have not seen any great white sharks out here, but I have seen several humpback whales. I'll do the camera like this. Maybe you can see if they blow up while they're behind me. But I have actually seen several sitting on my balcony, and then I went up top earlier today and saw several humpback whales as well going by. So kind of sad that this is getting close to the end. It's the last day of our 4th week. Tomorrow starts the beginning of our 5th week. We have 2 more days in Victoria, but this is the last time that we'll be there in the evening. So today we're going to be there from 8 to midnight, and next week we'll go back and we'll be there from 12 to 8 next week. So last week, like I said, I really enjoyed it during the day because there were so many more shops and things open, and it was really nice to see during the day, but I missed the nights. I missed the night lights, and it was really pretty at night. So I get that tonight, and we'll probably just go and sit and lounge by the harbor this evening and just kind of enjoy the night. So since it is our last day, and we are doing our last turnaround day next week, I really do miss the sliding doors from the last two rooms that we had. These are nice, but I miss the sliding door. Anyway, so since it is the last day, back-to-back letter in our mailbox. And these are just, like I've said before, these are just instructions telling you where to go, what to do. And like if you've seen my turnaround days, they're really pretty easy, pretty simple. Don't even have to get off the boat. So it's really nice. But since it is the last day, like I've said before, we do not get the same room. We have to always switch to new rooms. So we are packing right now. We thought we'd go ahead and pack now instead of trying to do it late tonight. We've got stuff everywhere. So just thought it would be a little bit better for us to try to go ahead and pack now since we get back at midnight, and that way we don't have to worry about doing it tonight. And it's all done and out of the way with. You're trying to be silly, I saw you. But I will say I made a huge mistake. For one, I overpacked. I way overpacked, and I notice this every week. Stop making fun of me. I notice this every week when we have to pack back up and move to our next room. And so let me see if I have it over here, and I'll show you. Okay, this right here, and I'm going to do a whole video. Let me show. So I'm going to do a whole video on packing and organization and what to pack for Alaska. But this is what I made a mistake on, is not packing my packing cubes. I did just only pack just this one, and the reason it was a mistake is because these packing cubes really help you to keep organized, and what doesn't fit in the packing cube, you don't need it. Because we went on several back-to-back cruises in the Caribbean, and that kept me organized. I had like 3 or 4 and scrunched them up into my suitcase, but hey, if I couldn't get it in my packing cubes, I didn't take it. And it kept me organized and kept me to where I didn't overpack myself. I did not do that this time. I brought just the one, and I ended up shoving stuff everywhere and overpacking, and I brought way too many things, way too many clothes, way too many shoes. So if you feel like you need some organization tips, I'm going to have all of that for you. So be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe, and I will have more videos to show you what to pack for Alaska and organization ideas. All right, so we're going to go ahead and finish all of this mess in here and get everything cleaned up, and we'll be headed to Victoria here pretty soon. So I'll walk you around and take you into Victoria and show you what we're doing then. So So they've opened the gangway and people are starting to trickle out now. I came up to the top to wait because just like last week, the line to get off is wrapped around inside floor or deck 3. So I'll give it just a couple more minutes and then we'll head out. We are off the ship now and walking to town, and let me just say, oh my goodness, it takes about 30 minutes just to get off the ship. They've got so many different lines going in so many different directions, trying to feed 2 lines into 1 line, and it's a crazy mess. But if you don't want to get off and go and see Victoria because you're only here for like 4.5 hours, almost everybody on the boat is getting off, so you can actually enjoy a nice quiet boat if this is on your itinerary for 4.5 hours. So just a tip if that's something you'd like to do. So instead of walking straight through the neighborhoods like we usually do to get into town, we went the opposite direction. We went right instead of left, and we're walking along the ocean. It winds all around to the same way, but I just like walking around here so you can see the ocean park area. And now the bus is covering it up. But I will say that this is the chilliest it has been since we've been here. July was pretty warm. It is now 60 degrees and supposed to be 58 here soon, dropping while we're still here. So it is the chilliest so far. So I don't know if it's because we're in August or if we just got a chilly evening. But I don't know. I'm a little chilly already. I could have worn my jacket. I am wearing long sleeves, but it's just a light long sleeve. So I felt like I could have worn my jacket because I wasn't expecting it to be this chilly already. And since we packed up our stuff today in our room, I was like, oh, I won't need my jacket tonight. I went ahead and packed my jacket. So just like we noticed a couple weeks ago, a lot of things closed down out here at 9. A lot of restaurants and shops. But we did notice last week the Empress Hotel. You can go into the Empress Hotel, and there's a bar in there and a little restaurant in there that you can go in, and it's open, I think, till 10, right? Yeah. So while most things around here seems like they're all closing at 9, that does give you an option when you first get into downtown area. You can go in there and have a drink or get something to eat. We're gonna go further into town. We've to one of the pubs that we ate at a couple weeks ago. They were open late, so we're gonna head down there. Oh, we can walk down. So as you can see, there's still a lot of people over there at the Empress Hotel, and you can eat out there on the patio, and you can even have a little fire right there at your table. It's a really nice evening to do that. 58 degrees outside, and you're sitting there and looking across at this really pretty view here at the sunset. And then right here. I mean, so just so many pretty views from sitting right over here at the Empress Patio Hotel. So we're not gonna do that this evening, but that's definitely inviting looking and so pretty. Like I said, it's a lot of fun to be here during the day because there's more things open, but you just get to see so much beautiful nightlife here at night. So we're gonna keep walking. There's even a street performer as well. Here. Thank you. We were going to eat at, but we don't have any cash with us, and they are only accepting cash tonight, and I don't know what happened to their window. It wasn't like that last week. So there are a few gift shops and souvenir shops that are open through here. Kind of a traffic jam with all the tours coming through here right now. Well, we were going to come and eat here because they have poutine fries and a couple other things that we haven't seen on the Burger King menu at home. But they don't take MasterCard, and like I said, we don't have cash, and our only bank card that we have is a MasterCard. So it is 9:30 and we're running out of places to find to eat and time to be here as well, so I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. We're still just walking around and I'm hungry, so we'll see. What I was hoping to get some poutine fries, but we will keep walking and see what we can find. But like I said, we're starting to run out of time. Most places closed at 9. I think they actually closed at 9:30. Burger King did. They just happened to not close the doors yet, but they locked everybody in as they were still in there ordering. So we're getting up to the harbor right now and walk around this way and see what we can find. If we don't find anything between here and the end of the downtown area, then I guess we're going back to the ship tonight. Excuse me, we're going to do that anyway. I mean, obviously we're going back to the ship tonight. We're not staying in Canada. We're going to go back to the ship for food. But I was hoping that I could find some poutine fries because they don't have anything like that on the ship, and I was wanting something different, so still looking. Okay, so we didn't find anything and we're headed back to the ship now. We can't even go to the grocery store and get food. They're closed too. So we've actually had a couple of busts this evening. We went one place and they were really packed. It was an Irish pub, but they had live music playing, and the only place that we could sit was a table right next to the band playing, and it was way too loud. So we couldn't even hear the waiter talking to us. So we opted to go to another place, and they were cash only. We didn't have any cash with us this time. We only had our card. So we went to Burger King and thought that would be pretty cool because, hey, they still have poutine fries that I was wanting, and they had some ketchup nuggets. What? Never seen that before. So I thought, we got excited. We stood in line, and they don't take MasterCard. So we looked for a few more places and not anything is open. And like I said before, running out of time, so we need to go ahead and get back to the ship anyway. So I definitely recommend, if you have this on your itinerary for like 4 hours or 3.5 hours, kind of plan out what you want to do, because the time definitely gets away from you. You see, we're in more of a residential area now. But the time definitely gets away from you if you're just kind of wandering around, and you got to be back on the ship at, by midnight. So actually, is it 11:30 or is it midnight?
I think it's 11:30.
11:30. So yeah. So the time definitely gets away from you if you don't have anything planned out. So there's plenty of excursions and plenty of places that you can eat at. You just kind of have to go straight there instead of wandering around. So I believe, well, we should be back to the ship here in just a few minutes, that Late Night Eats is open. So I guess we're going to go up to deck 9 and have us some late night eats. So we got our late night eats, chips and salsa and some chicken tenders. It's not poutine fries. Oh well, there's always next week. So we will be back here next week, but it is a little longer. We'll be here from 12 to 8 next week, so we have a little bit more time to walk around. So I'm just going to sit here and eat my chips and salsa and watch people as they are walking back on. We've got a few more minutes before people all have to be back on to the ship. So like I said, we will be back here next week. Tomorrow is turnaround day, our last turnaround day. We did get everything packed, so it is nice that everything is packed up tonight so that we don't have to worry about that tonight. And we'll do our last turnaround day tomorrow and begin week 5 tomorrow. See you tomorrow.